יעלה ויבוא ויגיד.
Today is a very loaded day. Unfortunately, so many were killed in the war. And on the other hand, it's also Rosh Chodesh, and it's also Hanukkah. And one of the fundamental questions about this day is, if you don't hold a siddur in front of you, what happens if you forgot Yaale Veyavo versus Al Hanisim? The halacha is very clear. Al Hanisim, if you forgot it, you do not repeat your Shmoneh Esrei. But Yaale Veyavo in the morning and at Mincha of Rosh Chodesh you do. Why are they different? At the end of the day, they are both important days. How come Al Hanisim, if you forget, we can live with it, but not if you forget Yaale Veyavo? In Al Hanisim, we thank God for miracles. If you didn't thank God for miracles, maybe it's not right, maybe it's not preferable, but at the end of the day, we can live with that. What we can't live with is to miss a day in which a very open pasuk in the Chumash says, Uveyom simchatchem, on your happy days, uvemoadechem, on Yom Tovim, uverashei chodshechem, on Rosh Chodesh. You're supposed to blow the chatzrotzrot, which is a form of davening, veniskartem, lifnei Hashem Elokechem, and you will be remembered before the Lord your God. Namely, these days, Yom Tovim and Rosh Chodesh, have the rare ability to have God listen even more and remember us even more than on regular days. From this perspective, the stakes are much higher for Yaale Veyavo than they are for Al Hanisim. Maybe it's not right not to thank God for miracles, but if you miss the opportunity to say, Yaale Veyavo Veyagia, may our prayers go up higher and higher towards your throne, the stakes are much higher. I don't think ever before did the Jewish people feel how much the stakes are high than during war. And indeed, last night an extraordinary thing happened. A chayal, who I was davening for now for over a month, I believe, Elisha Yehuda ben Ruth Meidan, you may know his father of Yaakov Meidan Shlita, the Rosh Yeshiva in Har Etzion. He was badly wounded. He was considered anush, which in Hebrew means on his way to death. And somehow, despite losing both his legs and suffering a very substantial injury to his stomach, he not only is alive, he was brought in his hospital bed to speak at a shloshim of one of his dear friends that were killed. And this is what he said.
אבל הרגשתי את התפילות שלכם. הרגשתי כשהייתי מונשם ומורדם, הגעתי לבית חולים במצב לא טוב, במצב אנוש. נראה לי שהייתי צריך למות. החוליה שלי כולם מתו, נהרגו. והייתי במצב אנוש באמת, ואני חי והרגשתי בימים שהייתי מונשם ומורדם, הרגשתי את התפילות שלכם, של כולם. איך הן מרימות אותי, איך הן גורמות לי לא לשקוע במוות, לא להישאב למוות, אלא להילחם לחיות.
Indeed, the stakes are very high, and we dare not miss the opportunity. We dare not miss the opportunity to say, God, the Jewish people has been davening for the last month, for peace and for security, for the return of the hostages, for the recovery of the wounded. And here's a vivid example of one of many that, thank God, did recover. Therefore, Yaale Veyavo, if you miss it, you better go back. If you miss Al Hanisim, you didn't say thank you, maybe not nice, but we can live with it. May indeed our prayers reach God, like it did in the case of Elisha Yehuda ben Ruth. And indeed, may we celebrate many Roshei Chodesh in health, in happiness, and in security.